Hi Fatima, how are you?
Hi, Urmi. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So thank you so much for wanting to do this with me today. I know we will talk about your experience in becoming a new, I would say, a CFA Charter holder. So before we start, I do wanna go a little bit about your professional life. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Great. Thank you for having me. As you likely mentioned, I am a recent CFA charter holder, and I'm based in Montreal, in Canada, and I work for a firm in the Treasury department. So my day-to-day includes the liquidity management within the corporate, and also I have experience in financial modeling on the equity side. So it balances out both, at least my resume. So if you think at it from that angle, that I have equity and now I have bond exposure as well.
Yeah. So and what made you, basically choose to do the CFA program and start with the CFA designation?
Great question. When I was pursuing my bachelor's in accounting and finance, I was trying to test myself whether I like accounting more or is it finance that interests me. And I used to tend to always go towards more finance because that was the exciting part for me. And that's how I chose a CFA. If I get into details, I also wanted to choose MBA.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to weigh more CFA because I wanted to get into the technical aspect of the financial instruments, investment management, portfolio management, the whole industry, rather than just looking at from an overview and wider angle. Because in MBA they give you more exposure towards not just finance but other things like management skills and everything come in. But I really wanted to get into the technical aspect and drill my way into the finance world. So,
yeah. Are you happy with that decision?
Very happy.
Nice.
Tremendously happy. Yeah.
Nice. And we both know that the CFA program is very demanding. So, what are some of the strategies that you have used?
Some of the so it's very demanding. It requires a lot of dedication, but it's not impossible for everybody out there who wants to, see how CFA is. Obviously, it's a challenging journey and it's a long one. Although it just says 3 levels, but it's going to take up a lot of your weekends, a lot of your social life away from you. But it's going to pay off. So some of the challenges were, yes, one that you disconnect completely from the world, and I think you should be able to pay that price for what you are going through, going towards. And the other aspects were, since CFA level 1 and level 2 are MCQ based, whereas level 3 is more towards theory. So that's when you want to twist your strategy towards studying more. If you don't twist that, you will find it difficult to adapt to the level 3 aspect, because more of the analysis aspects try to kick in level 3, whereas in level 1 and level 2 you're just applying the formulas or understanding the ratios and stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you use any specific materials for your preparation?
Yes, in level 1 and level 2, I find Kaplan Schweizer was a great prep provider. But for level 3, me personally, I have heard many people, using that. But for me personally, when the language needs to be very well specified in the theoretical part of your exam, I find Kaplan to fall short a little bit. But so I prepped from the curriculum straight. Although those are big books, but they're really necessary, I feel, when the terminologies are expected from you on the exam day.
Yeah.
When you have read so much of it, it just appears to you on the exam day, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely. And were there any particular challenges that you have faced? And if yes, how did you overcome them?
Sorry, go again.
Were there any particular challenges that you have faced during your preparation? And if yes, how did you overcome them?
So, two challenges that I had was one, when I was prepping for CFA, COVID hit, and then when COVID was here, I had to redo my exam preparations all over again because the exams were rescheduled. And one of the unique challenges for me personally was that I moved from India. I moved to a different country, and everything was different for me. So setting myself up and then appearing for the exam was a different dynamic, totally. So that was personally me. But yeah, I believe I have overcome that.
Yeah, okay. And I want to know a little bit about when did you do your level 1, level 2, and level 3?
So I did my level 1 in 2018, December 2018. I did my level 2 in June 2019.
Okay.
Just 6 months apart. And then I did my level 3 in 2025.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I see. And if you have to say like how much time you put to prepare, let's say for each level, would you say you have put the same amount of time, or did you put more hours for certain levels? And if so, which ones?
I would say level 3 is a different beast when it comes to preparation, because level 1 for me, you're all cheered up and you don't have you have that energy and the courage to go through level 1, and so for me level 1 was very smooth, and I really enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it, because they're just informing you about the tools and instruments that are available for CFA. But level 2 really drills down to all the formulas and all the structures and everything. They really give you a deep dive. Even though level 2, they say that it's the toughest, for me, it was level 3, because again, now you have to apply the knowledge that you grabbed from level 1, level 2, and even level 3. And the way you apply it is really subjective. From person to person, it differs. And there are not many grading tools per se for you to be getting assistance with. Like if you write a question, if you write an answer, you need not get the same feedback from someone that you have for yourself, because you think that you're right, but the other person may have a different opinion. So that's where the tricky part is for level 3. But eventually, when you get in a lot of practice, and by practice, I just don't mean by solving the questions, because that doesn't get you so far. By practice, I mean, going back and forth in the curriculum and seeing where did you miss, what did you miss, why did you think so, why shouldn't you think that way. So those things come into play in level 3. And I think level 3 took me way too long. I would say, like I said, I changed my country, and I was working, so those things come in. But even if I just exclude those things, level 3 took me long.
Yeah, I do think level 3 is probably the hardest. I don't know why some people say it's a piece of cake, but honestly, it's a little bit like you mentioned, like you have to apply everything you have studied.
Exactly. Yes.
And as if like it's like what you get in real life. So I also felt it was hard, to be honest, compared to level 2. I think level 2, yeah, it's definitely hard, but you do have to put the hours. But I feel like level 3, it's just a different way of tackling the questions. That's what you have to work on. Yeah, definitely. And if you can share, let's say, your top 3 tips when it comes to, preparing for the CFA program, passing all of the exams, what would you say?
Okay, I'm not a master, but I can give a tip for someone who wants to, go that journey. I feel preparation-wise, what you can do is get from the level 1 itself, get your concepts pretty clear. Even if you have as many questions, ask them to the right people. Make sure you are very familiar with the concepts, not just for the exam's sake, but just to apply it in your job as well, because it's very vital when again, those concepts show up on a deeper level in level 2 and level 3. And that's when, I find in level 3, our knowledge is like Swiss cheese, where there are holes in it, and then that's when you have to fill those holes. But if you have like a hollow structure about the concepts in the first place, you will have a tough time doing the level 2 and level 3. So don't aim for just passing the exam, but to get the concepts drilled in your head. And I think that comes from a place of curiosity and interest towards the domain, rather than just, enrolling for some certification because you want it on your resume. So that is one of the tips that I have. And other tip is show up every day. Show up every day to study. Don't have excuses for your own professional goal, so to say. And third, I would say it does pay off in the end, and it's a great journey. It proves yourself. Like right now, I don't need to self-doubt myself, which I did earlier, that whether I know it, am I asking stupid questions. I sometimes felt that earlier. Now I have that within me, not because I did CFA and I'm the smartest person in the world, but it just gives you the self-confidence that you miss when you're young. So I think do it for you. Do it don't do it for the industry or the philanthropy, but nobody cares. Do it for you.
Yeah, do it for yourself. But it's for your own, personal growth, for your own personal satisfaction,
Exactly.
your personal fulfillment. Yeah, definitely, I am with you on that. And to conclude, I do have one last question for you, which is, now that you have the charter holder, how does it feel? How do you apply it in your day-to-day? And if yes, how is it that you have been able to apply some of the knowledge?
Yeah, I would say I will be lying if I say I apply everything all the time. That's not true, because CFA is a vast curriculum, and they expose you to many subjects, but you would be applying the nitty-gritties of one particular subject in your role, which is what I do. And I thoroughly enjoy applying it and learning. So I am in a financial institution wherein many different products and many different financial instruments are introduced to the clients. So that's where my understanding kicks in, that I understand all the products, but not necessarily that I have to apply my knowledge to those products. But I feel I have a long journey to go, and I will come across many different products which was introduced to me by CFA, and I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, and everything will become handy. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Fatima. Well, thank you so much for coming today. Before I let you go, do you want to tell us how people can connect with you?
Yes, reach out to me on LinkedIn. I am always happy to answer any questions that you may have for me. And don't hesitate to reach out. My name is Fatema Vohra. I can share my link of the social media.
Yeah, definitely. I have that. I can put it in the description of the video. So once again, Fatima, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.